By the way, the budget was published in the Times News newspaper on 30 May, last week. Pretty good outline of what the main moving parts in that budget. In recent days, we've had a public safety day at the farmers market. That was yesterday, and then a couple of weeks ago, we had the Public Works with the utilities folks did a day at the farmers market. And of course, kids love this. They love climbing on the equipment and getting they interact with our employees and all that. But I think other valuable parts of this is that citizens get to meet our employees and find out that they're professionals, they're dedicated, they have a wide range of duties that they have to do on behalf of citizens, and they do them very well. So I appreciate that y'all have conducted these two great events. I think I've covered all I wanted to say today. And a reminder that we got new citizens. The school board prepares their budget, but they have to bring it to us to pass. And we're one of 14 states, Tennessee, that's the way the system works. But we have a great working relationship with our school board. He has a great relationship with the school superintendent, so we work well together. So we've reached the point in our proceedings where citizens may come forward and speak to the board on issue-oriented items. When you come to the podium, please state your name and address and sign the register that is provided. You're encouraged to keep your comments non-personal in nature, and they should be limited to 5 minutes. I presume, sir, that you would like to speak to the board.
Yes, sir, I would. My name is Big G. I live at Kingsport. My exact address is not necessary.
Well, we would prefer you provide the address.
I know you prefer it, but KPT knows it very well.
Well, we've got people watching on TV. The reason we ask people for their address is sometimes citizens will bring an issue to us that no one was aware of, and this allows the staff to follow up with the individual. But go ahead.
Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is just so you mentioned the day yesterday that they had KPD for the children and how professional the KPD was. I was there yesterday, and the only ones that I saw that acted professional was the EMS and the fire department, because I witnessed the KPD actually not letting some of the children participate in some of the things because I was there, and it's a travesty and a shame. They weren't very professional. They didn't act professional, and it's all because I was there doing videography. It's the only reason. And it's a shame. They're very unprofessional to deny kids access to some of those equipment that I had already been into. But for them to try to prevent me from videoing it, they denied some of the children access to it until I told them that I would leave just so they could do that, because I wasn't going to take away from the children's day. But it was disgusting. Another item I want to discuss is you mentioned in a few meetings back that there's supposedly an open door policy for this committee, especially you, Mayor. You said if anybody has any kind of concerns about any issues they might have heard or anything that they might have possibly seen on any kind of social media, and that if there was any discrimination or any question that you would be glad, or any member of this committee would be glad to come and speak, or you would be welcome to come and talk to you. Is that not correct, sir?
Please proceed.
Okay. Well, I'm just wondering how many doors you have to open to come to that open door policy, sir, because I have personally called your office 3 times and been to your office personally 3 times to try and set up a meeting with you, sir, or at least to receive a phone call, and that's been 6 months ago, and I still have yet to receive even a phone call from you, sir, and that's a shame. What kind of open door policy is that? Secondly, or thirdly, I want to commend Ms. Marshall. From all the dealings so far that I have had with this city, she has been the most professional person that I've had to deal with. And I congratulate you, ma'am, and I appreciate you helping me like you have been. I know that you might be being put under some pressure that you shouldn't be because of me, and if you are, I apologize for that. But you're doing your job very well, and I appreciate your time and your effort that you have given me. Secondly, or thirdly or fourthly, I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I apologize. First time I've ever done anything like this, so I'm a little nervous. There is a citizen in this city who was falsely arrested by the Kingsport Police Department. He's an upstanding member of this community. He's a teacher, as well as an athletic coach at one of the local schools. There was a clerical error with his last name that caused him to be arrested and taken to jail and booked. He was released because they finally eventually figured out that it was a mistake. I have asked for the records for that arrest. I'm being denied those records, possibly because I didn't word it exactly, but they know what I want, and I'm not getting the records. The man was falsely arrested. The Kingsport Police Department will not even meet with me or consider even admitting to their mistake, although they have already admitted to him the mistake. The man was arrested on a Sunday morning as church parishioners were leaving and passing by his house. Many people saw him getting arrested. There has not been anything put into the public to apologize or even to acknowledge the mistake that was given. There's not anything in there on charges because he's not been formally charged. So the people who saw this man getting arrested are formulating their own opinions, and it's not fair to this man. His name needs to be cleared. He is an upstanding member of this community, and he's been shamed. And it's a travesty that the Kingsport Police Department is not even admitting to their mistake. And it's a shame that this man is having to suffer over that. That's all I have to say today. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other citizens that wish to come forward to speak to the board? If not, we're adjourned.
Thank you for joining us tonight for the Kingsport BMA meeting. This program has been a production of the City of Kingsport in cooperation with Milligan Productions, Milligan University, and Charter Communications. For more information, visit kingsporttn.gov.